Bank Spółdzielczy w Lubaczowie. Miejsce, w którym odnajdziesz wiele towarzystw ubezpieczeniowych. Miejsce, w którym to polisa ubezpieczeniowa dopasowywana jest do Twoich potrzeb. Miejsce, w którym zyskasz ochronę przed kapryśnym i niepewnym losem. W Banku Spółdzielczym w Lubaczowie ubezpieczysz swój dom, samochód, majątek firmy lub gospodarstwo rolne. Ubezpieczysz życie swoje i swoich bliskich. Ubezpieczysz wszystko to, co Twoim zdaniem zasługuje na ochronę. Pamiętaj, nawet szczęśliwi potrzebują ubezpieczenia.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to welcome to the 7th meeting of the project, Key to European Union. My name is Agnieszka Żywowska, and I'm your coordinator for 2 days. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask me. Solidarity. The key to solving social problems and supporting the evolution of Europe in the future, which is implemented under the Europe for Citizens program. We are very pleased to host you in our country. I would like to welcome the delegation from Germany with its representatives headed by Mr. Hans Hermann, representing the association which is the leader of the project. I would like to welcome the delegation from Hungary. In this delegation, I especially greet Giza Spett, mayor of Josh and Marian was project manager. I would like to welcome the delegation from Greece with its representatives. I would like to welcome the delegation from Bulgaria with its representatives. I would like to welcome Mrs. Marzena Lipiecka-Męcina from the Ministry of Funds and Regional Policy. I would like to welcome Mr. Marek Skulimowski, President of the Kościuszko Foundation in New York. I would like to welcome delegation from Italy from its representatives. Of course, I would like to welcome our host, Mayor of the Lubaczów Community Center, Mayor Wiesław Kapel. Moreover, I would like to welcome directors of common organizational units and employees of the Lubaczów Community Office. I would like to welcome invited guests and local media too. Ladies and gentlemen, the assumption of the KEYtoEU project is to answer the question of what role solidarity plays in the EU and why solidarity against the background of a shared base of values is interpreted and lived differently in all generations and cultures. The materials prepared for you include the program of our meeting. As you can see, it is an attempt to answer the question, especially in the context of the war in Ukraine. The creation of the European community, integration, but also the common cultural heritage. The speeches are about to begin. After them, there will be an opportunity to take part in the discussion panel. Now, I would like to invite Mr. Wiesław Kapel to take the floor, the mayor of the Lubaczów commune, associated with the local government for 28 years, of which 16 years as a mayor of the commune. Please.
Thank you very much. Good morning. I would like to warmly welcome all the guests in Poland, in our land of Lubaczów. I'd like to welcome especially delegations taking part in the project of KEYtoEU European Union, delegations from Germany, Hungary, Greece, Bulgaria. I'd like to welcome a leader and coordinator of the project as well. I'd like to warmly welcome dear speakers and invited guests. I'm really glad that we can host you despite of the awareness that we are meeting in a difficult time. I would like to ensure that you can feel safe here. I'm also glad that our local government can co-create the project referring to the idea and phenomenon of solidarity in the European community. From the very beginning, solidarity has been the fundamental of functioning the European Union, and it can be considered in many dimensions. The father of the European Union, Robert Schuman, said that the Union will be built through concrete achievements which first create a de facto solidarity. From the assumption that European solidarity was supposed to be speaking the same voice, common reaction for crisis and help those countries which are currently in a worse condition. Today, the European Union, based on social, economic, financial, safety, science and education cooperation, is facing new challenges. As part of the project, from the very beginning, we have intended to share with you our experiences connected with the migration problems, certainly in terms of solidarity. It's been a very important matter for us, especially because of the fact that in the area of our community, there has been the border crossing with Ukraine existing for more than 10 years now. At the beginning, we didn't know that during the meeting in our community, solidarity would be considered in reference to the war and related with it, the humanitarian crisis. Without doubt, solidarity, this aspect has become for all of us and for the Europe a huge challenge. This is the matter which we will be taking into consideration in our meeting today. The solidarity that we are going to talk about consists of actions of governmental institutions, non-governmental organizations, individuals, which we took up as Polish and Europeans to facing at the same time the military conflict caused by Russian Federation in Ukraine and related with it inflow of refugees. We succeeded to react in this crisis situation, and we managed to organize all forces and means as a nation, as a local government, and as a residents of this area. We will be presenting you how our reality and actions have looked like for the last few months. from what we experienced, we surely know that solidarity is a human impulse and a need of heart, a feeling of common responsibility for some else than us. Moreover, I would like you to have a look at a matter of solidarity from teenagers' point of view from local high school, because these people will be creating our future and perception of Europe as a whole. As they are participating in the process of integration, and also they see, judge our actions and the way that the EU is approaching as a whole. It gives us a lot to think about. I'm convinced that their voice is worth of attention. Tomorrow, on the other hand, I would like to invite you for a journey in the footsteps of our culture with derives from Polish, Ukrainian, Jewish and German coexistence in this land. This is our richness and huge cultural heritage. Living together, they left us an image of coexistence in solidarity. On this basis, our hospitality and tolerance were built, thanks of which we can create international projects and realize common tasks of protection of our history and tradition. We would like to show you how we take care of such a huge heritage. Therefore, we would like to invite you for tomorrow's journey through beautiful places of our land. Dear partners and friends, I believe that taking part in our meeting with relation to the KEYtoEU project in Poland, you will take out some kind of our understanding of solidarity, good impression about our culture and heritage, memories which I hope encourage you for the next visit. I would like to wish you a nice visit, interesting talks and strengthen a feeling of common involvement in the creation of the idea of solidarity in Europe. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much. Now, I would like to invite Mrs. Marzena Męcina from the Ministry of Finance and Regional Policy, which is a governmental administration body associated with the distribution of EU funds and caring for the sustainable development of country. Please.
Good morning. I'm delighted to be a part of this meeting representing the Ministry of Funds and Regional Policy. I, at the same time, am involved especially in European Social Funds projects, as my department is dealing with European Social Fund and is actually the institution responsible for the European Social Fund in Poland. I would like to provide you some information about the measures financed under EU funds to help people escaping from the war in Ukraine. From the beginning of the invasion of the Russian Federation on Ukraine, almost 4 million people seeking shelter in our country came to Poland. The situation is dynamic and depending on the development and duration of the war in Ukraine.
Thank you very much. It was really important information. And of course, now I would like to invite Mr. Marek Skolimowski, President of the Kościuszko Foundation with its headquarters in New York, to take the floor, the largest Polish non-governmental organization in the United States.
Hello, thank you so much for inviting me for this very interesting conference and welcome in my homeland. I was born here in Lubaczów, although I've been living in the United States, 3 years in Israel for the past 20 years. And I'd like to share my comments on this refugee crisis from the American perspective. Because you're here in Europe, you see it sort of internally. I have a different perspective a little bit. Although I spent the first 2 weeks in Poland when the invasion started, helping at the border, and then I came back in the middle of March to the United States and